All right, tip of the day here. So I'm seating this axe. It's not perfect. I'm repurposing this handle, which is really nice for this sort of larger Kelly axe head. I'll show you at the end. But what we've got going on here is it's seated basically where I want it, but the space around the tongue is uneven. I need that amount of space to go all the way around pretty much if I want equal expansion for that wedge. Otherwise, if I try driving a wedge in right now, it's going to get really pinched off right back here from here to here. There's like hardly any expansion room. And there's tons at the front. So what I need to do is take material off the wedge from about here all the way back to here so there's equal space around there for that wedge to expand. And there's a lot in the front too. So it's going to need sort of a fat wedge. So need to take material off the tongue so I can get a nice big wedge in there, get it all snugged up. I'll be back. So I took some material off here and now I have much thinner tongue, so equal spacing around that side, and it's sitting a little off center, but it's all sort of following the curve up until up there, which I'm not too terribly worried about. So it's fairly far back here. I was actually able to seat it down a little farther than I had been. So it's got pretty good fit all through the bottom here now. And looks pretty good. Long handle. I had to find a sort of a long heavy head to put on there. We got, I think this is a wide Dayton WC Kelly Perfect, Charleston, West Virginia, USA. Oh, phantom bevel. I did not take this material off. This is how I got it. I'm going to do some honing on this. Might sand that down a little bit. Make that bit a little nicer. Looks like someone went at it with a bench grinder. Not too terrible, but not what you want. We'll tune it up, show you the final product. But next step is driving the wedge in. So I'll get a video of that next. All right, so I'm driving the wedge in, and it's going pretty good, except it's a little oversized and it's starting to split up here. If I keep going, it's gonna crack it and probably screw up the wedge. As you can see from the top down, I'm getting good equal expansion both sides. Might be a little gap right at the front, in front of that tongue, but that's all right. What I'm gonna do here is take my little utility knife, disposable one obviously, and then I'm gonna shave this down here, and I'm gonna shave this down back there and do more taper to fit the eye right now, so I can sink that thing in a little bit farther. Stay tuned. All right, so I shaved it down a little bit on the front, not much. I think I want the front to kind of stay there and go in a little bit. But on the back, you can see I took that down so that it'll go a little bit more. All right, we'll see how much more I can get here. All right, well, I'm pretty well bottomed out. I should have probably cut that handle off a little bit farther down before I hung the wedge, but you know, I haven't learned. So that was already cracked here. Just the expansion. This isn't loose. It's just expanding out, which is exactly what we want. I got a little bit to trim off wedge, not much. So let's cut this off and see what we got. All right, so I cut it off. That's what we're left with here. It's pretty good. I'm gonna clean it up, do a little razor blade around the edges, and I'm going to use a Shinto rasp on the fine side to clean up this top, get it nice and level, and then I'm going to come through with 120 grit sandpaper on a little sanding block to sort of bring out the detail wood grain. All right, stay tuned. All right, here we go. Turned out pretty nice. All right, here we go. A little tongue oil. There we go. It's nice spalted maple for the wedge. Okay, so I think the plan for this is going to be to polish the bevels. So I'm going to take the patina off, the bevels only, and get her cleaned up. I sort of cleaned up those corners a little bit just with a stone. Made it a more of a dull look. And I don't like those grinder lines in there, grinder scratches. So we're gonna clean that up. Stay tuned. All right, here we go. Done with that. Got a stone, sort of a stone polish. It's not really shiny or anything. I wanted to leave some pitting, leave some character in there, but you know, obviously take the patina off, give it some contrast. Did on that side as well. And I just sort of stone honed the edge. Still got a few grinder marks in there, but I don't really want to go anymore. I don't know. Okay, leaves it with some history. And I don't really want a super sharp edge on it right now either. Someone else took care of the mushrooming, which I probably wouldn't have done. It was pretty minor, but it's okay. Still left the stamp, most of it. W.C. Kelly Perfect, Charleston, West Virginia, USA. And I think this has an under pull stamp. There. Is it? I think it says 6. Right there. Maybe a 6-pound head to begin with. It's pretty beastie. Put on a 34-inch stick that came off a big, probably 5-pound Warren, maybe a 6-pound that I ended up selling, but I like the handle. Kept it. Got a nice hang. This is perfect. I love this. A little long for my taste, but it's a really nice axe.